up, Doc? What's cooking? What's up, Doc? Oh, you're looking for Bugs Bunny bunting. Duck is gonna hunting just to get a rabbit skin, but now the rabbit's gonna get. What's up, Doc? What's cooking? Hey, look out! Stop! You're gonna hurt someone with that old shotgun. Hey, what's up, Doc? We really mean it. What's up, Doc?
Hello, friends. Are you ready?
What's for dinner? I'm hungry.
Yum, 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 yum.
Delicious.
Let's go, everybody. Yay! Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner. If you need to reach me, Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner at gmail.com. Or you can reach me through Victor Gouvea's email, which is which is whose blind life is it anyway at gmail.com. Don't forget, you can watch us on Facebook through the Who's Blind Life Facebook page, on Twitter at Blind Who's. You can ask Alexa to go out and find us. We're on podcasts through Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway, like Anchor, Apple, Spotify, and all that. And if you want a copy of this in MP3 format or audio video format, email us at the emails I mentioned before, and we'll send you out a copy. Any questions, comments, anything for that matter, at the email addresses or in the description box below if you're watching this on YouTube. And what else? I think that's it. Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner, and my shows air on Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway. Please like and share this video, and subscribe to either channel or both. We would greatly appreciate it. Okay, today, what are we making today? Today we're making a vegetarian dish. So vegetarian means sort of anything dairy, no meat. Vegan means no dairy at all. So today we're making a vegetarian dish. It is a Greek recipe. There's a brand, I'm gonna grab it for a second. There's a brand in Greece, this way?
Yep.
It's a brand in Greece called Miskos, which is spelled Miskos. Right?
Misko.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. Misko. No S at the end, right. Misko. So Misko is a brand that makes pasta. You can use any, so obviously today we're using cannelloni. What I'm holding up is cannelloni. This particular box is a brand of the Greek brand Misko, but you can use any cannelloni, of course. I just wanted to go authentic Greek as much as I could. Okay, so we're making a cannelloni cheese-filled pasta in the oven. You know? Yeah, so let's get to the ingredients before I make more blunders and boo-boos. So, we said we have the 250 grams of cannelloni. We have right here 400 grams of crumbled feta. Here we have 125 grams of Graviera cheese. This is a Greek cheese that's called Graviera, and I will put that in the description box for you. If you can't get to a Greek bakery, substitute with another cheese. Maybe Gouda or Edam, like Swiss Edam, or I guess you could even try mozzarella. It's up to you guys. Play with it. I hope you can get to a Greek supermarket to get this cheese. It's wonderful. 2 slightly beaten eggs, and then we have 1 teaspoon of oregano and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And we have here 500 grams of the thickest yogurt you can find. I buy Balkan style original full fat yogurt, and the brand name is Astro. And then here we have another 125 grams of the Graviera cheese. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. We've got 400 ml whipping cream. So the 400 ml is 1 cup and 2/3 cup will give you 400 ml. And back there we've got salt and pepper. Okay, I think we've got everything. So you're gonna start off by making the filling. So in a big huge bowl, I have my 500 grams of yogurt. I'm going to add in my eggs. I'm gonna give it just a slight beat again, just a little bit. We just want to dissolve the eggs. We don't want to make them all frothy. And I'm going to add it in to the yogurt. Okay. Give it a stir. Eggs and yogurt. I'm going to add in, I'm going to add in, is this the oil or the, yeah, I'm going to add in your 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So now we've got 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 500 grams of really nice thick yogurt. Stir it up. I'm going to add in my 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. If you can get Greek oregano, I've mentioned this before. It's Greek oregano. I'm just adding it in. Greek oregano is very strong. The smell is very strong. So if you happen to go to a Greek supermarket to get the cheeses, then you can get the oregano as well. Okay, I'm gonna add in the feta cheese. All in at once. It's crumbled feta, 400 grams. And for dishes like this, I use imported Greek feta. There are dishes where you can use Canadian feta, but not for this particular dish. I wouldn't. But if you can't find or can't afford Greek feta, I'm stirring while I'm talking, then by all means go ahead and use the Canadian feta. Okay, we're gonna add in our 125 grams of Graviera cheese. So this is kind of a 2 cheese baked cannelloni. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. 2 cheese baked cannelloni. Now, stir this up. Let's add in some freshly ground pepper. So just hold it over, you spice grinders, right? I hope you guys know how to use a spice grinder. With one hand, you hold the container. With your bottom hand, you hold the bottom part of the container. And then you twist. One hand twists towards the left, the other hand twists toward the right at the same time. And you go around the bowl. Okay. All right, that's good enough for now. Now, I'm not going to add salt to this because feta is pretty salty. So So I want you guys to mix this well, right? Because you want the oregano, the pepper, you want it to go everywhere. You want the cheeses to mix. You want the oil to distribute properly. So just give it a really, really good mix. And I'm just making sure that it's all off the sides of the, okay. I think we're pretty good. Okay. Now, how do you know if your pan fits your, I'm just going to set our mixture aside for a second. How do you know if your pan fits your cannelloni? Well, you take them out of the box, you put them in the pan, and if they fit, that's the right size pan. They need to be in one layer, okay? So I'm just gonna grab, I have a bottle of olive oil here, and I'm just gonna sprinkle some olive oil into the pan, and I'm going to, okay. That's my oven. I'm spreading the oil around the pan, okay? So our oven, we're gonna bake in the middle out of the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, convect bake. Some stoves call it quick bake, some stoves call it convect bake. You're baking with air. Okay, so it's air that circulates around your pan. So I want you to grease your pan nice and well everywhere, sides and all. Okay. Leave your pan beside you. Grab some paper towels because you don't want to drip all over the place. Okay. Give me a second. If you don't know what cannelloni is, it's pasta that are tubes. If I was a kid, I'd put it up to my eyeball so I could look through it, which I just actually did. So they're tubes of pasta. You can fit a whole finger inside. You need to fill this, okay? So you can use your hands, but this sauce is a little bit, yeah. So you would take it, see, even the teaspoon's too big. You you're supposed to. See, I'd rather use my hands. When I make this with my meat sauce, which I will do for you guys eventually. So you got to make sure though that your filling doesn't come out of your bottom hole. So what I do is I put it at the palm of my hand and I grab some filling with my fingers and I push it in with my finger. I push it in, okay? You're just going to push it in until you feel it touch the palm of your hand. You don't have to pack it, okay? Don't overpack it, but don't make it too loose either, okay? You're going to, well, I'm kind of packing a little bit. And don't worry if it gets on the outside of your cannelloni, okay? That's going to happen. Sometimes people make this and they actually put sauce under their cannelloni, even in between. So I wouldn't worry, okay? Try to get it as best you can. Like mine is pretty, the cameraman will show to the sighted people. It's pretty full. If I put my finger here at the top so it doesn't fall out and I flip, it's all the way to the bottom, okay? Now you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to pack it, sorry. Take it, lay it on your pan, okay? This is going to take me a while to fill all these. So I'm going to put you on hold. I showed you how to fill one, okay? And I'm going to come back when they're ready, when we're ready for the next steps. So let me get to filling and see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we're back. So I filled all my cannelloni. I want you to make sure they're touching. in a flat row, none on top of each other. Now, I may have overpacked some less, some more. The box actually had 24 cannelloni in it, and I got 22 filled. Okay, so, yeah, it depends on how you pack them. Even if you get 20, I mean, how many are you going to serve somebody? 4, maybe? If they, 4, 8, 12, say that 5 portions. Now, whatever's left in the bowl, liquid and all, pour it, cheese and everything, just on top. Just on top. Whatever, you don't want it to go to waste. So I'm just emptying out the bowl, whatever, because what was left wasn't enough to fill a whole cannelloni. Okay? And there was a lot of liquid. But still, there's a lot of crumbles. So I'm trying to get all the crumbles of cheese. We don't want cheese to go to waste. 1, because we love it. And 2, it's expensive.
That's true.
So let's get as much out as possible. And I think that's about it. All right, let me put this in the sink. Now, if you want with your hands, you can just spread it all over. Whatever we just poured, just spread it on your cannelloni. So, the reason I keep pausing every time I say cannelloni is because we also fill manicotti, which is another tube-shaped pasta that you fill, but it's got ridges. It's a little bit different shaped. Okay, so now, our next step. We've got the 400 ml of whipping cream, which is, we said 1 cup, right? 1 cup is 240 and 2/3 is 160. So 1 cup and 2/3. I'm going to add my 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg into the whipping cream. Okay. I'm going to ground, freshly ground pepper. Okay, a few twists there. We don't need that anymore. And I am going to add a little bit of salt. I'm just going to pour some into my hand. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. You have to be careful, right? Because this is a feta. So maybe a couple of pinches. A couple of pinches of salt. Okay. Let's give this a stir. Mix it all up with the spices. Whipping cream, nutmeg, and salt. Okay. All we have left is 125 grams of cheese. But we're not going to add this into the whipping cream. Okay. Now take your whipping cream with your spices and pour it over your, what are we saying? Cannelloni. Cheese stuffed cannelloni. Just pour it over. Now, if you're not sure if you covered or if you if the cream is everywhere, the whipping cream, give your pan a shake. Should be okay. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Okay, now take your grated Graviera cheese and spread it all on top. So 125 grams of cheese. So as you can see, this dish is very rich in cheese. Now you can lightly feel with your hands to see where you've missed, which is what I'm doing. So I'm just feeling with my hands, and wherever I feel there's not a lot of cheese, I'm just adding. Okay. Okay. And let's just dump in the rest. Alrighty. Our dish. Do we have any ingredients left on our counter? No, we do not. We have the olive oil. We already used it. So that's it. Our dish is ready to go in the oven. So now, take tin foil. Sorry, where are you? You're over here. Okay. No, I just wanted to see if I'm going to use... Oh, can you give me a napkin? I got a little bit of cheese on the outside. One little spot. And we don't want cheese melting on the outside of our pan. Because then that's hard to clean. Okay. Let's see if I need 1 or 2 pieces. The length? I would say 2.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Let me see. Cut 1. You want to completely cover this. No, 1 is fine. You want to completely, but if I do it with 2, it'll be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you want to completely seal your pan. So, I'm going to use 2 because that'll make it easier for me. Alrighty. Okay. So I'm sealing the pan all around. Okay, I think that's good. I don't like it when it's not stretched, because that means it might touch the food. Just want to make sure I've got a good seal. So I'm pushing the tin foil under the edge of on the outside of the edge of the pan. All right, our food is ready to go into the oven. So, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Open up the oven, middle rack, and we said 375 convect bake. Is that in the middle now? I forgot my mitts.
Yep.
Alrighty. Set your timer for 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, remove the foil and bring the temperature up to 390 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 15 minutes. You're going to have to watch it at that point because you don't want your cheese to burn. So 30 minutes, 375, and approximately 15 minutes, 390. Middle rack, convect bake. See you in 45 minutes. Okay, guys, we're back. Our food is done. So I just want to remind you guys that we baked in the middle rack, air bake, convect bake, or quick bake, whatever you want to call it, at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, covered tightly with aluminum foil for 30 minutes. Uncover, remove the aluminum foil, take your heat up to 390 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for approximately another 15 minutes. You want your cheese to melt and you want a little bit of color, okay? And so this is your Greek style 2 cheese filled cannelloni. I hope you enjoy it. I have served a serving here, which is 3. 3, not manicotti. 3 cannelloni filled. And you can serve it with some garlic bread on the side and a salad. And ready to go. When you take it out of the oven, you cannot serve it right away. You must wait about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? It's still going to be hot, warm for somebody to eat. Let me see. I'll tell you. Pretty hot. It's a nice, comfortable, perfect eating temperature. So that's it for our recipe today. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to my channel, Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner. Comment in the section below. You can reach me at zoesblindkitchencorner@gmail.com or through Victor at whoseblindlife @gmail.com. See you next week. Bye. I am your host, Zoe Fiogos. With sincere love and gratitude, I thank you for watching Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner.